Namaste children. In this video session, we are going to see the lesson 10, My Surroundings, part 1, subject social. Before enter into the session, let's do the activity. In this activity, Shiraz visited some places during his vacation and he took some photos of that places. So what we are going to do now, fill in the blanks to complete the caption. We have to identify the place and write the names in the blanks fill. So first one, the first picture seems like the park. So the first photo shows the park picture. So a day at the park. The second one, this side, here, see, and a man is standing here, ball, then starfish. For sun bath, they have put some chair and the umbrella. So it seems like the beach, right? It's a beach. Third one, two kids are there, two children are there, and many birds are there, and there are some trees and butterflies, insects, birds, everything is there, just like a um, forest. Yes, that is woods. Okay, forest or woods. The another name of forest is woods. Next one, we know that it's a farm, right? So it's a day at the farm. Okay, so here the park, beach, and forest, farm, this everything are different types of environment. Different types of environment. Environment means surroundings in which we live. Okay, move about and work, that is environment. Okay, each and every environment has both living and non-living things in it. Today we are going to discuss the living and non-living things which are uh, present in the environment. Okay, so let's move on to the next. Expected learning outcomes. Students, at the end of the session, you will be able to define environment, identify the elements of the environment, list the interdependence of living and non-living things in an environment. Yeah, the first one, this one. Here, trees, plants, birds, insects, and our friends, family, and other people around us are all part of our living environment. So some examples for non-living things are the sun, sky, then air, the land, okay, water. These are comes under the non-living things. So here a beach, okay, a beach. So what are the things we can say these are living things and these are non-living things? Okay, first one, beach. Here in beach, the trees are, these trees are living things. Okay, the sun, the sky, they are non-living things. And the water, non-living things. This boat, non-living things. The only one living thing is the trees. So this sand also the another non-living thing. So beach, beach also has both non-living and living things. Okay, so next one, a park. Okay, here the sun is non-living thing. Okay, so the sun provides light and warmth for all the living things, right? The sun and gives light and warmth for all living things and also helps plants make their own food. Okay, so next one, trees are living. These trees are living things. These trees provide fresh air for all living things, and also it provide shelter for animals and birds. Okay, so trees provide shelter for animals and birds, and also provide fresh air for all living things to breathe. So these trees are living things. Next one, dog. Then what is that? The children and this birds is everything comes under the living things. Okay, so these are depend on land, water, air, and plants to live. So these dogs, birds, and children, they are depend on land, water, air, and plants to live. Okay, so next one is water. Okay, water is a non-living thing, but this water, okay, is quench the thirst for all the animals, and home to birds like ducks and fish, and uh, and also source of drinking water for animals and birds. Okay, so this comes under the park. Next one is a wood. Okay, means that is the forest. Okay, so here the sun is the non-living thing. We know that the sun provides light and warmth for all living things, and also has plant to produce their own food. Okay, these trees are living things and helps, what is that, home to animals, birds, and insects. Provide fresh air to all the living things and provide food for living things. It provides food and fresh air to all the living things, right? Trees are living things. Next one, here, river, no, these animals, okay? These animals, they are living things. So animals, um, we are getting some benefits from animals, right? We are using the animals for meat or something else we are using, and also the products, we are getting some products from that animals. That products are used as food. Okay, next one, a farm. So in farm, the animals, all the animals, hens or living thing, and ducks are living things. So hens and ducks, they give us eggs and feed on the worms in the soil. Okay, next, cow. So cow gives us milk. They're living things, and soil is a non-living thing. Then home to worms and insects. Okay, it's a home to worms and insects. Then helps trees and grass grow. Okay, next one, crops are living. Okay, these crops are living, and goats, they are living. Then it provide food for humans, cows, and goats on the farm. That, what is that? Crops. Okay. Next one, activity. Observe the picture and state one example of interdependence between. Before that, we saw each and every living and non-living things have some dependency, interdependency, right? So they are depending on each other for their survival. Okay, so without interdependence, the living things can't survive in the world or on the earth. Okay, so that is the interdependence. So here the hens and the crops, the and soil. So the soil also home to worms and insects. They are depending something, right? So like this, that means there are many, this give and take between the living and non-living things in an environment is known as interdependence. Interdependence. Okay, so all the living things in an environment depend on the other living things and non-living things. So give and take between the living and non-living things in an environment is known as interdependence. Okay, so let's do the activity. Observe the picture and state one example. Okay, state one example of interdependence between. Okay, the first one is water and living things. We know that water is a non-living thing, and then compare that living thing with the non-living thing with the living thing. Okay, so we know that the water, the fish, many the ducks and fish. Okay, the water is home to the some birds and fishes. Okay, so fish live in water, and or plants need water to grow. Okay, plants need water to grow. Okay, that is the answer. Fish live in water and plants needs water to grow. Next one, air and living thing. Okay, air is a non-living thing, and living thing, here we humans and the birds, all the animals needs air to breathe, right? And the birds needs air to fly. So here humans need air to breathe, and birds needs air to fly. Next one, plants and other living things. Okay, plants, we know that plants are living things, and the independency between the other living things with the plants are, so plants give out oxygen into the air, which other living things breathe, right? The plants also living thing that gives out oxygen into the air, provide oxygen for us for breathing, and the plants are food for some animals. Okay, so most of the some animals are having plants as a food, so plants are food for some animals. Okay, that is the answer. Next one, any two living things other than plants. Okay, see the picture. So identify two living things other than plants. How many things are there, right? So ducks, fish, that one. So independency means duck eat fish. Okay, the one living thing depending on another living thing for food, that is a duck eat fish, and fish eat worms. Okay, so next one is that fish eat worms. Okay, that is the answer. So from this, the surrounding which we live is known as environment. So environment, each environment has both living and non-living things, and these living and non-living things are depending on each other for their survival, that is interdependence. So we discuss some of the places there, the about the living and non-living things, how they are depending each other, right? So I guess you understand the concept very well, children. Thank you so much.